Hello there, welcome to the news in Nepal television. I am Rojina Rai, starting with the headlines first. Ongoing session of Federal Parliament prorogued from midnight. Twin amendment bills on transitional justice remain in limbo. Israel says its troops have encircled Gaza City as it's targeting Hamas infrastructures. U.S. House passes $14.3 billion Israel aid bill. Primary schools in the Indian capital shuts for 2 days amid worsening level of air pollution. Experts say air quality could deteriorate further in next 2 weeks. And Nepal bowling against the UAE in the ongoing semi-final of ICC T20 World Cup Asia qualifiers. Bahrain playing against Oman in the other series. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. The sessions of both the houses of the Federal Parliament have prorogued from midnight. The ongoing session, which commenced on May 7 as a budget session, stretched for over 5 months. Speaker Devraj Ghimire made the announcement at a meeting of the House of Representatives following endorsement from the President upon the recommendation of the Cabinet. Despite holding 65 meetings so far, the Federal Parliament endorsed only one bill, other than the mandatory 2 bills related to the national budget for the ongoing fiscal year. During the 108 days of meetings of 14th sessions of the National Assembly, ordinance to amend Nepal Acts related to the Civil Code was approved, while Appropriation Bill, Economic Bill and National Debt Collection Bill 2080 were passed. In July, the Federal Parliament passed the bill to criminalize the practice of loan sharking. 3 other bills are still under consideration. 2 joint meetings of both the upper and lower houses were held in the second session of the Federal Parliament. Minister for Foreign Affairs NP South has said that the Millennium Challenge Corporation MCC projects will Nepal will be completed on time. Minister South expressed this commitment in a meeting with Chief Executive Officer of Millennium Challenge Corporation, Alice Albright, in Washington D.C. Took place on U.S. on Thursday. During the meeting, matters related to timely implementation of the MCC projects were discussed. There was a discussion with MCC officials about completing the MCC projects within 5 years as per the stipulated time. According to the Nepali Embassy in Washington D.C., Ambassador of Nepal to the U.S., Sridhar Khatri, Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ganesh Kumar Thakal, Deputy Vice President for Europe, Asia Pacific and Latin America of MCC, Jonathan Brooks, the U.S. Ambassador to Nepal, Dean R. Thompson, and other embassy officials who were present in the meeting. Now to the further development, the government is conducting the National Vitamin A program today and tomorrow to provide vitamin A and deworming medicine to children. The Department of Health Services informed that this year's National Vitamin A program will administer vitamin A and anti-worm medicine over the next 2 days. The government has been conducting the program twice every year, with the first phase on October 19 and 20 and the second phase on April 19 and 20. However, due to the Dasai festival falling on October 19 and 20 this year, the first phase of the program is rescheduled for November 3rd and 4th. According to the department, children aged 6 to 59 months will receive vitamin A capsules, while children aged 1 to 5 years will be provided with deworming medicine. The government aims to provide deworming medication in more than 2.9 million children between the age of 1 and 5 years, and vitamin A capsules to nearly 3.2 million children across the country. The government initiated the distribution of vitamin A capsules in 1993 and introduced leprosy medicine along with vitamin A in 2001 BS. With this, we take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You are watching Nepal Television News. Now we have updates from international front lines. Israel's military says it has completed the encirclement of Gaza City and has been attacking outpost headquarters and other Hamas infrastructures. Israel has announced the deaths of 4 more soldiers fighting in the ground offensive, bringing the reported toll to 23. The UN says 20 people were killed at a school and 4 shelters were damaged in the Gaza Strip. Israel has carried out thousands of air and artillery strikes on Gaza since 7 October. Israel began its operation after Hamas killed more than 1,400 people in Israel and kidnapped more than 200 others. The military says it's targeting Hamas infrastructures, including tunnels and rocket launchers, and is minimizing civilians' deaths. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says more than 9,000 people have been killed in the Strip since 7 October. Now to the further development. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives of U.S. has passed the Republican-backed Israel-only funding bill on Thursday night by a vote of 226 to 196. The vote fell largely along party lines, with 12 Democrats joining Republicans in passing the bill. 2 Republicans voted against the measure. The bill left out funding of Ukraine and other national security priorities, leaving it dead on arrival in the Senate. U.S. President Joe Biden has also threatened to veto the measure. Now we are taking you to the Delhi, India. Authorities in the Indian capital, Delhi, have shut all primary schools for 2 days amid worsening levels of air pollution. Air quality in the city dropped to severe levels of the first time in the season on Thursday. It is expected deteriorating further in the next 2 weeks. Scientists have warned and said so. Delhi's Environment Minister has called an emergency meeting to revive the situation. The capital is one of the world's most polluted cities. Delhi's air turns especially toxic in winter due to various factors, including burning of crop remains by farmers, low wind speeds, and bursting of firecrackers during festivals. The city's air pollution peaks from 1 to 15 November, when the number of subtle burning incidents in the neighboring states of Punjab and Haryana increases. Studies by the Delhi Pollution Control Committee have displayed that. We take a short break again. Stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now we have remaining international headliners. The Deputy Commander of Sudan's Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, Abdel Rahim Hamadan Daglo, says his group will continue advancing and taking over the remaining states in the country from the army. Daglo's declarations came after the RSF recently made battleground gains in the restored western regions of Darfur, where it captured some states and army bases. Darfur is considered to be an RSF stronghold. Earlier, the military downplayed battlefield gains recently made by the group in Darfur. Peace talks between the two sides continue in the southern part and the city of Jeddah in a bid to end the conflict that broke out in mid-April. The Solar Science Data Center of Nanjiang University in East China's Jiangsu province released a batch of new observation data showcasing these spectacular eruptions captured by China's first solar exploration satellite, Sihe, over the past 2 years. It is equipped with China's first solar telescope in space to observe the deep red 14 alpha line of the solar spectrum, allowing scientists to study solar flares. The launching of a sea satellite marked the onset of China's solar exploration, since the 550 kilogram satellite has been operating in a sun-synchronous orbit about 517 kilometers above the Earth. It travels around the Earth 15 times per day, roughly every 95 minutes, working for 30 minutes at a time. To the more updates before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the side. Apple sales have continued to fall despite a strong demand for its iPhones and services like streaming platform Apple TV+. The tech giant says revenue dipped 1% to $89.5 billion in the 3 months to 30 September when compared with the same period last year. Sales of its Mac computers and iPads struggled after a post-lockdown surge in interest. It marks the first quarter in a row where sales have fallen year and year. We are now moving on to sports. Nepal is playing against the United Arab Emirates in the semi-finals of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024 Asia qualifiers underway at the Mopani Cricket Ground in Kathmandu. The UAE chose to bat first after winning the toss. Nepal, that finished second in the group after losing Thursday's match against Oman at the TU ground, is facing Group B winner UAE for a spot in the final, as well as the 2024 T20 World Cup, and the winner of today's game will clinch a coveted spot in the upcoming T20 World Cup scheduled to take place in the West Indies and America next year. Bahrain, meanwhile, is playing against Oman in the other semi-final of the T20 World Cup Asia qualifier underway at the TU Cricket Ground. The Bahrain side opted to bat first after winning the toss. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines once again. Ongoing session of Federal Parliament prorogued from midnight. Twin amendment bills on transitional justice remain in limbo. Israel says its troops have encircled Gaza City and it's targeting Hamas infrastructures. The U.S. House passes $14.3 billion Israel aid bill. All primary schools in the Indian capital shuts for 2 days amid worsening level of air pollution. Experts say air quality to deteriorate further in next 2 weeks. And Nepal playing against the UAE in the ongoing semi-final of ICC T20 World Cup Asia qualifiers. Bahrain playing against Oman in the other semis. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, have a good day ahead. Namaste.